Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Everton are ready to offer left-back Leighton Baines another 12-month contract. Baines, who's been excellent this season when he's deputised for Luca Dean, thought to be weighing up moves to other clubs. Obviously, with the COVID-19 pandemic, that's probably curtailed any thoughts of moving abroad, certainly to America. But Everton have been speaking to Baines for the last couple of months and are ready now to tie him down for another 12 months to act as backup, obviously, to Luca Dean. It's proved what an excellent professional he's been, Baines, for Everton. Absolutely outstanding. What a footballer. Been great when he's come in, like I said, this season. And so it's good to keep him for another 12 months. Still got it in small, when he's having to come in for a couple of games and stuff. And just his professionalism and his presence around the training ground, I think it's really important to, as Carlo Ancelotti gets to grips with this Everton squad. So good news there for Leighton Baines. In terms of additions, Everton are apparently very interested in Sporting Lisbon midfielder Wendell. The 22-year-old Brazilian has been attracting a lot of interest in the last few months. And EMN, the Brazilian news outlet, saying that Everton have offered the young midfielder a 5-year contract. Marcel Brand's very interested in bringing him from Portugal to Goodison Park. So we'll see what happens there. Everton today, the People's Place has been granted planning permission. The Everton in the Community Mental Health Facility. The Liverpool local government have granted the planning permission for that to be built, which is fantastic news. Everton still trying to put down, a legacy in L4 even for when they leave and move to Bramley-Moore Dock. And this is obviously Everton have got 3 planning applications in this year, and this is the first one of those to be granted. So hopefully we'll get the planning permission through for Bramley-Moore Dock very shortly, and also for L4, the L4 project, which will replace Goodison Park. But this is really, really positive news today. The planning permission has been granted for the People's Place. We heard earlier in the week that money from the Howard's Way film documentary would be going to help build this mental health facility. So this is just another excellent bit in the story of this. So fantastic news there. There was a Premier League players meeting today there with the captains of the 20 clubs and some PFA members, as well as the move closer to Project Restart. Having the captains present was so that they could go through all of the restrictions, really, and all of the protocol with players being allowed to return to the training ground. A lot of clubs have been using their training facilities, albeit, singular, over the last week or so, but apparently Premier League clubs are going back to training on Monday the 18th. A lot of stuff was set out, including temperature taken at the gate, players having to park 3 cars away from each other, only travel alone. There'll be no food on at the training ground. The pitches will be disinfected, the ball disinfected, the training gear. If there's any injuries, they'll be treated by one member of the medical staff in full PPE. And there'll be small groups of 5, but they will have to social distance at the moment. Obviously, we're going to have to see how that develops. This still seems like a lot of stuff having to, a lot of hoops to jump through before they can think about restarting. That the Bundesliga restarts on Saturday, and this, I suppose, the Premier League are trying to get a roadmap to when they can restart. June the 12th, very much still on the cards for the restart of the Premier League. So see how that goes. And finally, on a light note, Richarlison has tweeted Romelu Lukaku today. It's Romelu Lukaku's birthday. Everton had tweeted happy birthday to their former striker, and Richarlison atted Rom and said, "Come back." I wonder if Rom will respond. Who knows? Maybe that'll just be the little thing he needs to go, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to Everton. Might be a swap deal with Sandro or Schneiderlin or something. We'll wait and see. That is it for the News Daily. Make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and if you want more videos, join us over on Patreon. See you later.